best part about my game is my hops.
The best part about my game is my hook shot.
The best part about my game is my post moves.
The best part about my game is my ability to break ankles.
Blakely throws a long three up. That is an NBA caliber three. Barry Carlson is having a good night.
Hey, enjoy the game!
Hi everyone, and welcome inside the Ewing Activities Center. We are on the campus of Lorain County Community College for today's Ohio Community College Athletic Conference matchup between your home team, Lorain County Community College, and the visitors from Sinclair. Starting lineups this afternoon will go like this for Sinclair. Number 00, Laquel Jacobs, a 5'8" sophomore guard from Jessup Scott High School in Toledo. Number 12, Kier James, a 5'2" freshman point guard from Lima Senior High School. Number 25, Amanda Schroeder, a 6' freshman power forward from Dayton. Number 32, Madison Conley Banks, a 6'1" sophomore forward from Fairmont Kettering High School. And Aaron Evans, number 40, a 6' sophomore from Thurgood Marshall High School in Dayton. Lorain County Community College will start Carrie Carlson, the 5'5" guard from Midview High School. Number 20 coming out is Jasmine White, the 5'8" guard from Wellington. 21 is Sammy Shaw. Sammy Shaw, a 5'7" sophomore from North Ridgeville. Angel Blakely wears number 22. She's from Clairview High School. And Sarah Kaiser wraps out the starting lineup this afternoon for the Commodores. Kaiser, a 5'7" sophomore guard from Lorain. Commodores, you get a look at their huddle right there, will play with only 6 players today. They usually have 8 on their roster, Claire, but Hannah Olstrom is out with an ankle injury. She twisted her ankle in the game against Columbus State this week. She will not play today. She'll be on the bench with her teammates. And then Michaela Tuck, their tallest girl, 5'10" freshman, will not play because she is sick. John Crooks will be the head basketball coach today for the Commodores. Dr. Vince Granito is, I think, away on a conference. He is the chair of our psychology division here at Lorain County Community College, and Dr. Crooks will replace Dr. Granito today as the head basketball coach for today's game. Sinclair will win the opening tip, and they'll start on offense first. 23-3 is the record this year for Sinclair Community College. They are 11th in the country in Division II, which means they're allowed to provide scholarships for athletes. Lorain County Community College plays in Division III, which is a division that houses teams who are unable to provide scholarships for athletes. So Sinclair, one of the top teams in the entire country, Claire, and for Lorain County Community College this afternoon, as a 3 is in the air and it's missed, I think the best thing for them is to be methodical. Let the clock wind. Let the time run off. You don't want to get into a running, shooting match with this Sinclair basketball team.
And I think you're right, because if we're looking at the last matchup against Sinclair when the Commodores were away on their turf, they only scored 5 points within the first quarter of the game. And just having the girls play smart and not getting into that running game, especially with the 6'1", player Madison Connolly Banks, who is dangerous, along with Amanda Schroeder, who scores around 26.5 points per game, and she's the leading scorer for the whole league with the Division II. They just have to play smart and make sure that they're not putting themselves in such a deep of a hole that they can't dig themselves out of it.
It's Amanda Schroeder, her 47th three-point shot of the season. Claire mentioned the 6'1" Madison Conley Banks. They have a formidable front three. They go 6' freshman Amanda Schroeder, who hit that three, the 6'1" Madison Conley Banks, and the 6' Aaron Evans. So defensively, they're extremely intimidating, and inside, they are a rebounding machine. On the break, that's Laquel Jacobs with the layup. It's a 5-2 early lead for Sinclair. Carrie Carlson on the drive. Nobody picked her up. Missed the layup. Schroeder with the rebound. Sinclair in the season averaging 86 points per game. That's Carlson with active hands. Got the block. Schroeder will shoot her second three. And Sarah Kaiser collects the rebound for the Commodores. Claire, they score 86 per game and they give up only 30. So in their 26 games, 23 of which are wins, they are outscoring their opponents by an average of 56 points.
That's impressive. But the only time they lost against any team in their division was against Owens, and that was on February 7th. And they were ranked number 11 against Owens, and even though they had a 21 win streak, they couldn't put it up. And I know LC did just slightly better with points. I know they had something around roughly 48. So if they can get 48 against Owens and Owens beat these guys, they could put up kind of the same fight against them.
Here's the break. Jacobs with the pass to James, and Kiera James will have an opportunity to three-point play. James has 5 points. She'll look, or 4 points. She'll look for the 5th one at the free throw line. It's doubleheader day today here from the Ewing Activity Center. It's our final home broadcast during the regular season. We hope, Claire, that we'll be able to broadcast 2 regional tournament games the second weekend of the tournament. The weekend starts on March 3rd. Both teams, both the men and women, will most likely play Columbus State in that opening round of the Division III National Junior Collegiate Athletic Association tournament. And if either of those 2 teams win that opening round game, they'll get to host the second round game. So we'll broadcast again from the Ewing Activity Center if indeed the Commodores can win in the opening round. Schroeder with a nice feed, missed the shot, ball's loose. This is Evans. She'll clear it back out. Sinclair with great ball movement. Schroeder's going to get the 2 free throws. Sammy Shaw was boxing Amanda Schroeder out, and Shaw will be called for the foul. That's Sammy's first.
Sammy Shaw, her second, team second.
Schroeder, the 6-foot freshman power forward from Dayton to Carroll High School. Glow Suter checks in for the Commodores. Shaw will take a seat. Just 6 players today for Lorain County Community College. Roster was at 10 for most of the season. Midway through the season, they lost 2 players. And then today, they're down 2 because of an injury and because of that awful flu bug that's pretty much hit everybody across our country. Stop and pop from the top of the key. That's Kiera James just outside the foul line. James with 6 of the 13 so far for Sinclair.
It's going to be hard for this team to really stay fresh and keep their mind focused on the game because of the lack of players on their bench.
Sinclair plays only 9. They just have 9 players, and if you look at their starting 5, they have 4 of the 5 average in double figures, including Schroeder, who averages 26 points per game. She's got the ball now. Jacobs and Martin out top. That's Schroeder with a rebound. And Amanda Schroeder's got 5.
And I think something Amanda Schroeder's most likely looking forward to next year is outscoring herself and just pushing for what she wants, because if she's a freshman now, she has the opportunity to play again next year and outplay herself and create new records.
Foul will be on Lorain County Community College. I believe it will be on Glow Suter. That is her first foul. At the free throw line, shooting 2 is Aaron Evans. Aaron Evans on the season, 59% from the foul line. She averages, Claire, a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. on a team with a 23-3 record, you'd expect their stats to be impressive, and they certainly are. As a team, as John Crooks calls the timeout for the Commodores, we'll take our first of the afternoon, and when we come back, I'll complete that thought on impressive statistics by Sinclair. We'll be back.
Lorain County Community College is more than a two-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
So look at John Crooks as he leads this Commodore women's team today. Katie Marquardt in the far left of your screen, sitting on the chairs. Katie's the athletic director here at Lorain County Community College. John Crooks is the director of our Health, Physical Education, Recreation Division. As a team, Sinclair averages 30 more rebounds per game than their opponent. They pull down 48 rebounds per game. Their opponents pull down only 18. 30 more rebounds, and they outscore their opponents by 56 points. So they have dominated pretty much everybody they've played this year. Carrie Carlson with great work inside. Stole the ball, put up the shot. It will not go. Here comes Sinclair the other way. This is Jacobs. Laquel Jacobs with the ball. Carlson tries to steal it. About 5 minutes left in this opening quarter. It's a 17-2 Sinclair lead. Nia Martin with the long shot. She missed it. The rebound, though, goes to Conley Banks. And Madison Conley Banks with her first basket. Conley Banks, the 6'1" sophomore.
And I think with these impressive stats with Sinclair, it's because of their height and their aggressiveness with the ball. You know, having a 6'1" and two 6-footers, it really helps them with their defense against smaller teams such as LC.
Well, their defense is also relentless, as we're watching it now. They do not take plays off. That's Sarah Kaiser as the shot clock hits 0. They'll miss shot. It was a shot clock violation anyways, so even if Sarah's layup would have went, it would have not have counted. A couple of players off the bench for Sinclair. Checking back in is Kiera James. Also coming in off the bench is Myalisa Beal. Myalisa Beal, a 5'8" freshman. She's from Dunbar High School in Dayton. That's where Sinclair Community College is, in the heart of Dayton. Strong move on the baseline. The roll drops. Erin Evans gets the friendly roll. She's got 4 points. 21-2. 3:40 left to play in this opening quarter. The last time these two teams played, Commodores lost 119-38. They're going to say a moving screen was set by Jasmine White. White's first. In that 119-38 loss, Claire, the score after one quarter was 40-5.
Well, if we're comparing the last two games, at least we haven't had them score 40 points on us by the last 3 minutes of the game, but I'm going to knock on wood for that one.
Carrie Carlson will bring it up for the Commodores. Lorain County Community College trying to win their 6th game of the season. A year ago, they won just 3. So if they can get one more win in their last 2 games of the regular season, they can double their win total from a year ago. It's good defense by White and Blakely. Angel Blakely will bring it up. She's had a great year. You'd have to expect, as Angel scores the second basket of the afternoon, that Blakely's a all-conference first-team candidate. Averages 18 points, averages 8 rebounds, averages 3 assists. She's done it all. Her and Hannah Olstrom have, and you throw in Carrie Carlson, those 3 have really done a nice job offensively for Lorain County Community College this year.
Something to point out about Blakely last game is that she set a record team high of 23 points for the game and was really close to having a double-double with 7 rebounds, and she made all 3 of her three-pointers that she shot for the night against Columbus State on Wednesday. So she really made up for the lack, because the first 6 minutes Hannah Olstrom was playing is when she got her injury, so then she was out for the rest of the 38, or 32 I should say. But she really put her team effort in, and it shows with her stats.
Carrie Carlson drew the defense through a nice pass to Jasmine White. Shot was blocked by Schroeder. Amanda Schroeder on the season, that's her 26th block. Schroeder for 3.
3 points for Amanda Schroeder.
I was taking my headset off for just a second. I think it's Amanda Schroeder's father that's sitting next to us, and I wanted to make sure we were pronouncing her name correctly. It is Schroeder. It's a name we'll call a lot today. She's averaging on the season 26 points, 7 rebounds. She has hit 48 threes. She's already hit 2 today. She leads the team in block shots and steals. She is clearly an All-American candidate. Carlson fights for it, saves it, only to get the ball stolen by Laquel Jacobs. This is Schroeder on the break. Inside, good defense by Glow Suter. Sammy Shaw down the floor, try to get it to Carlson. It's stolen by Laquel Jacobs. Sinclair with a soft jump shot. That's Madison Conley Banks. She's got 4. Inside a minute to play, opening quarter. Blakely splits the defense, missed the shot, got her own rebound. Suter fighting with Conley Banks, and Madison Conley Banks will get it off to her teammate. And this is Kier James with a nice feed to Schroeder, and Amanda Schroeder has 10 opening quarter points.
I think something to notice about the defense, even though it may not look like it's really working, you can see that Glow Suter's really putting herself in the middle and putting herself in front of the ball with the block that she had on the pass that intercepted it and turned the ball over. Even though they didn't score, you can still see the improvement with her from starting at the second half of this, season and then into today's game.
Jasmine White at the free throw line. White on the season, averaging 6 points, 7 rebounds. She has taken on the role of a post player for this basketball team. Even though Jasmine is just 5'8", she has honorably played in the post all season long, has been one of the toughest players on that roster for the Commodores this season. Inside, 10 seconds now left in this opening quarter. Schroeder fighting for the rebound. Ball's saved, kicked around. Blakely will control it, and that will wrap up the opening quarter. It's 28-6. The score, Sinclair Community College with the 28. The Commodores with 6, down 22 after 1 quarter. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back for the start of the second quarter right after this.
Lorain County Community College is committed to your success. LCCC's high-quality programs lead graduates to high-paying jobs.
Jobs in healthcare.
Business.
Advanced manufacturing.
Information technology.
Even industrial psychology. LCCC helped me realize my dreams. I earned my degrees, and now I'm pursuing my master's. And I couldn't have done it without LCCC and the University Partnership. Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
John Crooks, Katie Marquardt, the head coach and assistant coach today here, huddling up the Commodores as both teams are getting ready to come back out onto the court for the second quarter. I will hand off the play-by-play duties this quarter to Claire Geary. Claire, a senior at Avon Lake High School with an interest in becoming a broadcaster in her future, set to start her college career next fall at the Scripps School of Journalism at Ohio University. And Claire has joined us all season long here at Lorain County Community College with our women's basketball broadcast. So Claire, take it away.
Thank you, Ron. Blakely shoots a long pass over to Sammy Shaw that fouls out of bounds and is turned over to Sinclair. Good ball movement on the outside of the paint by Sinclair. Nia Martin makes her first three-pointer of the game. Blakely takes it up the court. Blakely's just been an outstanding player for this team, fully throughout the whole season. Her, Olstrom, and Carlson, all three together are this unstoppable trio. And unfortunately, we don't have Olstrom today because of an ankle injury. The basket's missed by Sarah Kaiser and rebounded by Sinclair, thrown up the court, and the ball movement starts back all over again for these girls. Amanda Schroeder makes a three-point without a problem. Blakely takes it back up the court. Blakely over to Jasmine White. White back to Suitors. Suitors looking for Shaw. Shaw to Suitors. Suitors now in the paint. They got to make a shot either here or now, or else they would have a 30-second clock violation. But there's a foul called against Sinclair.
Fouls on Erin Evans. Her first in the second quarter.
Erin Evans, her first, and Blakely's looking for that. If we look at the replay right here, you can see how she boxed her out of the opportunity. Angel makes one out of the two. So far, she has scored 5 points out of this whole 7-point lead, or 7-point total, 8 points now. So 6 out of 8 points have been scored by Angel Blakely. And the three is made without a problem by number 2, Nia Martin, a guard, sophomore, 5'4", from Trotwood, Madison, and hometown is Trotwood, Ohio, just outside of Dayton, as most of these girls are. Blakely tossed the ball over to Jasmine White, but Jasmine White was fouled against number 12, Kiera James, her first, the team's second. Jasmine White looking to make her total for 3 points out of this whole game. Jasmine White all around is just a solid player. She's been a lunch pail kind of girl, really grinds at what she knows and just puts her work and her hard work and effort on the court. And she's not a post player by trade. She's a guard, but it's good to see success like her. So she makes one, misses one, makes her total 3 for the night. And making the 2, number 12, Kiera James, lands it, and the ball is brought back to Carrie Carlson. Carlson to Kaiser, Kaiser to White. White looks for the basket, and it bounces off the backboard into the hands of Sinclair for the rebound. Nia Martin sets up for the shot, misses it off the backboard, and the ball bounces out of bounds and is turned over to LC.
Well, Jacobson in the game for the Titans. The win is by Lisa Bill. Deal.
We got two girls stepping in. Number 15, Maya Lisa Beal. Carlson back to White, White back to Carlson. Carlson at the top of the key, looks for the three-point, floats off the back of the rim that hits the glass into the hands of number 12, Kiera James. The ball bounces out of bounds with an overshot pass to number 15, Maya Alicia Beal. So the Commodores get the ball due to the turnover. Carlson's bounce pass gets intercepted by Beal. Beal looks for the shot, and her rebound is made by number 25, Amanda Schroeder, a six foot girl, a 6 foot freshman.
Commodore basketball.
We have yet another turnover with the ball bouncing out of bounds, and the ball is given back to LC.
James with the basket. Basket's on. Fouls on Sarah Kaiser. Her second.
And the foul on that play will be called on Sarah Kaiser. That is her first, the team's first for this quarter. Shooting at the line is number 12, Kiera James. And the ball falls out of bounds due to an interception with Sinclair that bounced off of what looked like Angel Blakely's hand into the sidelines of Sinclair. Martin over to Bowman. Bowman looks for James, but falls out of bounds. And Sinclair is switching out subs. Stepping in for Sinclair right now is number 40, Aaron Evans, and number 32, Madison Connolly Banks. Banks and Evans, both sophomores. Banks is 6'1", while Evans is 6 foot. Martin looks for the three. It bounces off the glass with just seconds to spare on the shot clock. Banks gets the rebound, fights for the basket, and achieves the 2 points within it. And Carrie Carlson makes her first three-pointer of the night. Speaking of Carrie Carlson, let's take a closer look at what she has to offer here at LCCC.
My favorite part about basketball is spending time with my second family. In the future, I'm going to teach overseas. The reason I chose Lorain County Community College was because it was the best option for me. One characteristic that I really like about my coach is that he has the coolest bow ties ever.
And that is a closer look here at Lorain County Community College with Carrie Carlson. On that last drive, Carlson, as pictured now, had the ball thrown to her from Blakely and missed the easy bunny, which turned it back over into the hands of Sinclair, but they made their basket. Sammy Shaw looks for the three and is just underneath the basket, and it falls into the hands of Aaron Evans. Evans looks to Martin. Martin makes her 2 point, just feet away from the 3-point line. The score is 48-12 with 4 minutes in counting down here in the second quarter. And there's a timeout called by Lorain County Community College. And we'll be back after this short break.
Lorain County Community College is more than a great education. It's a college full of opportunities.
I'm taking classes around my schedule on campus and online.
I'm working on my bachelor's degree at LCCC's University Partnership.
I earned my associate's degree and my bachelor's in biology by age 20.
Lorain County Community College is a great place to start and finish your degree. I'm saving thousands on my education, close to home. Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
It was pretty exciting when they announced the United States and you parade in with all the other athletes. That's when it really hits you that you are representing the United States. I'm extremely proud of the work that I put into it to get to that point. It's a lot of years. I do remember thinking, this is Olympics. I better have a good race. I finished 10th. That's kind of a benchmark, be top 10. The biggest memory of that Olympics for my races was the 1,000 meter. I was hoping to be top 5. So I was on a good split at the 600 meters. I had a really bad slip my last turn. Still was a personal best time, but could have been better. I think I would have been top 5. There's just a certain feeling about the Olympics.
As we returned back to the last couple minutes of that game, we took a closer look at Katie Marquardt, our athletic director here at Lorain County Community College, who was an Olympian at the Calgary Olympics back in 1982 with speed skating. And you wouldn't know that she's walking around as just an athletic director, but behind that is years and years of being a coach and the director of the USA Olympic speed skating team in itself alongside her husband. It's one of those unknown facts that many people don't know about when you look here at LCCC. Angel Blakely got fouled and she's looking for her points. She makes her basket. Martin throws over to Jacobs. Jacobs looks for the basket, bounces off the glass into the hands of Carlson. Carlson throws it back over to Blakely, and Blakely takes it up the court. The defense against these girls is amazing to see, the height and the aggressiveness and how it constantly persists throughout the whole game. You know, having 3 girls that are 6 foot plus, it's really hard for a small team such as LC to really make do of what they have and be efficient against them. Sammy Shaw with the rebound with the shot that was missed by number 32, Madison Connolly Banks. And Carlson takes it up half court. The ball is saved from potentially going out of bounds by Jasmine White being in the right place at the right time. And the bunny is missed by Angel Blakely. The easy layup is completed by number 32, Madison Connolly Banks, and the ball is back into the hands of Lorain County Community College. White looks to make the shot, but misses, and it falls into the hands of Banks. Banks to Martin, Martin to Jacobs. Jacobs looks for the 2, and it rolls in off of the rim.
Well, Jacobs.
And a timeout is called by Sinclair, and we will be back after this short break.
Lorain County Community College is more than a 2-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
As we are about to hit the 2-minute mark with roughly 2 minutes left in this first half. We have a score of 14 for Lorain County College Community Commodores and 52 points for Sinclair Athletics. After the women's game this afternoon, the men's game will be following, and they will be looking to redeem themselves. Their last matchup with the men's game, the boys had 79 while Sinclair had 79 while Lorain County Community College had 71, and they're really looking to just keep that going. So the foul is against Sammy Shaw. That's her third, the team's second for the quarter. And at the line is Nia Martin, a guard, sophomore, 5'4", from Trotwood, Madison, from the hometown of Trotwood, Ohio. Both of her shots are good. Glow Suter takes it up and shoots it back over to Carrie Carlson. A risky pass made by Jasmine White, but caught by Angel Blakely. Blakely puts it up and in for the Commodores to add on another 2 points for their team. Aaron Evans makes the shot with the rebound off of Nia Martin's attempted three-pointer that bounced off the glass and into her hands to make the points. I think something that the girls need to go into the second half with this is communication and a focus of just playing better fundamentals. With just under a minute left here, we are approaching the second half. Carrie Carlson had the ball stolen from her by Kier James. James looks for the basket.
Double dribble.
And the ball falls out of bounds against Sinclair, turning it over to the Commodores with 24.9 seconds left on the clock in this first half. And the aggressiveness with Sinclair forces Nia Martin to fall out of bounds, retrieving that ball, turning it over back to the Commodores with 7.1 seconds left on the clock. Now, as the clock winds down and we go into halftime, we will be taking a short break, myself and the team, and we'll be looking at a focus of what Lorain County Community College has to offer on campus.
Starting 56 to Commodore 16.
With a score of 50.
I came here in 2008. I wasn't sure what I wanted to really do.
I've worked here 10 years this April, and I've known Quinn the whole time.
I contacted Claire. When we sat down, it was like she inspired me to go this one direction, and here I am now, gaining my degree.
What really struck me was his persistence semester after semester, and he's got some really decent grades.
I'm a father of 3 beautiful kids. I started college to inspire my kids to do better in life and to be a better role model.
He made me want to go to school myself.
It's family homework time every night. Dad comes home, we do homework together. LCCC helped me tremendously. They work with my work schedule with the evening classes. I'm Quinn Thomas, I'm from Oberlin, and I'm graduating with a degree in applied electronics.
Defense on 3. Come on, fellas. We good. We good.
At this point, we're going to score.
we score the ball. But, you know, in this conference, this is not one of those positions where you can just outscore other teams. You got to do the extra things. So we play defense, we rebounded, and that's the key.
I think it's just mostly our energy and, you know, playing together, trying to play together. If you play hard every game, you play together, you do have a chance against anybody.
We're trying to play as a team. We play together. We work hard. We try not to take plays off. But our defense, like Coach says, when we play defense as a team, we're unstoppable.
Lorain County Community College is more than a two-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Student success. How's it defined? How's it achieved? Is the completion of a degree the ultimate definition? Maybe it's the launch into a career path, or the courage to become a student in the first place. It just might be all that and more, because there's a lot to the more part. In the design of programs and services provided at Lorain County Community College, there's one central focus: the student's success. In fact, Lorain County Community College has spent the last decade enriching Lorain County's K-12 and post-secondary education system, creating a new model that helps all students succeed by closing achievement gaps. It all started with a planning grant investment by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to create Lorain County's early college high school. That investment triggered a ripple effect of transformational efforts that changed our culture to one where student success is everyone's business. Completion by Design, another Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation initiative, laid the foundation for Lorain County Community College's student success agenda, and it's made all the difference.
I'm like the first person to go to college here, so I didn't understand a lot of things, like what credit hours were.
I know, at least from experience, that if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can be hard to go straight through college.
Lorain County Community College has been focused on its #1 priority: to drive student completion for academic and career success through a thoughtful design of strategies and programming, and it's working. LCCC leads the state in 3-year student success measures with a 61% rate compared to the 47% Ohio Community College average. Students are spending less time and money on developmental math and English, and this past May, Lorain County Community College conferred 1,810 degrees and certificates. That's a 53% increase since 2010 and 2011.
We've been able to sit down with students and set goals, both long and short-term goals. And so it's been exciting for us to watch those students strive for the end game, which is graduation. Many of our students would just come in and enroll in classes because mom or dad said so, but here they're really able to see the value in their education by reaching goals incrementally.
Several years ago, we developed a developmental course that would pair with our college-level English course to help students move more efficiently through their pathway. The initial developmental standalone course that we had, students only passed that at about a 40% success rate, but now that we've paired the two courses, students pass with an 82% success rate. We are so thrilled with the students' dramatic success because it takes all of them one step closer to graduation.
Faculty have an early alert warning sign sheet that tells them, what could I do if a student doesn't show up for the first day, or fails the first test, is sleeping in class, is late to class.
The new advising redesign means that every student will now have their person. We've moved away from the cafeteria model of complete walk-ins and generalists to a more specialized and a blended approach. At this point in the registration period, we're up in returning students And we're seeing that the advising redesign is definitely having that sort of impact on our overall enrollment.
The retention rates have increased 20% as more students persist term to term and year to year. The relationships that are built mean everything in every area on campus. Sometimes even the simple smile or recognition of a student makes a difference.
It helps you stay connected to the campus and making you feel like you want to be here and you're just not another student.
I'm 25 years old. I'm a veteran, so it's been a really long time since I've done schoolwork or really focused on being in school. It definitely made my experience a lot easier.
I absolutely hate math. They have a math tutoring center, which is awesome. But yeah, for the most part, my math class wasn't too bad.
Without tutoring, without the services offered here, I would not have been able to stay on the fast track and the correct track towards my degree, and instead I would most likely still be taking more courses just to, get to where I wanted to be.
Everyone here is so welcoming, and the professors go out of their way to provide after-hour support, and there's so much communication that I feel very supported.
So let's go back to that original question on student success and whether or not it can be defined. At this moment, we know this. More students today are identifying their major sooner and connecting to their career pathway at a 58% improvement rate. Now that's saving time and money for students by reducing credits earned for a degree by 7%, which in turn helped Lorain County Community College's first-time, full-time, 3-year graduation rate measure improve by 138%.
I don't know where I would be without coming here, honestly. It just opened my eyes and doors for everything.
They can choose to go to any school pretty much out there, but they're picking us because they know they have those great relationships and opportunities to work with some really great people here at the college.
And that's proof positive that everyone in every area of campus plays a role in our ultimate end game, student success.
Everybody, Phil graduated. He completed all his classes and he's going to NASA to get a job. Yay!
Every time a student was near graduation or registered for that last year or that last term or completed a grad audit, wouldn't it be great if we all rang a bell to celebrate student success and their completion?
I ended up here because I was laid off at the steel mill. It was difficult at first because just going back to school from just working for so long.
We created the relationship with the student, with their advisor, all the way from connection to completion.
If I had like a heavy semester load, like 15 or 16 credits, she kind of guided me what classes to take that would kind of take that burden off so I can get through that heavy semester. It feels good to ring the bell just because what it symbolizes as far as getting through all those tough classes.
I'm Philip Mitchell, I'm from Lorain, and I'm graduating with a degree in industrial mechanical technician. And
We're here today for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the AmeriCorps College completion coaches that serve on our campus are hoping to package meals that will then go out into the community and be donated to food pantries.
I'm here because I'm a LCC student. I'm in the nursing program, and I heard about this program going on here today, and I thought there'd be no better way than to help our community than helping this food drive.
We know that there is a food insecurity in Lorain County, and we figured what better way to help the whole county out than to get the community college together and people around the community to come in, box some meals so we can deliver them to the Oberlin Community Services Food Bank, the Elyria YWCA. Then we also donate some meals to our on-campus Commodore Food Cupboard. We're also going across the street to Veteran Services to see who they think we should donate some meals to. Last year we did over 5,000 meals packaged with 125 volunteers, and we hope to have something similar happen this year. So we're really excited.
Lorain County Community College is more than a great education. It's a college full of opportunities.
I'm taking classes around my schedule, on campus and online.
I'm working on my bachelor's degree at LCCC's University Partnership.
I earned my associate's degree and my bachelor's in biology by age 20.
Lorain County Community College is a great place to start and finish your degree. I'm saving thousands on my education, close to home. Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
I actually just came from Puerto Rico from the hurricane, and I happen to have a sister who lives here in Lorain, and she actually came here. She just brought me here and filled out all the papers, and she's like, you start on January 16th.
I'm actually in the early college program, so when I graduate, I'll have my associate's degree and my high school diploma.
My mom was having issues with her work. She got laid off, so I started working and going to school at the same time to help with the bills. I hope to partner with CSU to get a bachelor in organizational leadership.
Really liked the criminal justice program. I got with somebody, a counselor, and they showed me all the assets that LCC offered. I was like, wow, this is a great fit.
I'm a mom of 3, and I decided to go back to school. I'm going to graduate in May with my bachelor's in psychology because I did the partnership program with Cleveland State.
I came here for academics as well as basketball to pursue my sports and fitness management degree as well as win a national championship.
Every time a student was near graduation or registered for that last year or that last term or completed a grad audit, wouldn't it be great if we all rang a bell to celebrate student success and their completion?
Having to ring these bells, knowing that just kind of shows like all the hard work. Honestly, it was pretty exciting.
It's creating that culture where we're celebrating student success and student completion, and we want to get everybody involved so students get excited when we ring the bell for them and holler out,
Hey everybody, Phil graduated. He completed all his classes and he's going to NASA to get a job. Yay, Phil!
I ended up here because I was laid off at the steel mill in 2015. It feels good to ring the bell just because what it symbolizes as far as getting through all those tough classes.
I'm Philip Mitchell. I'm from Lorain, and I'm graduating with a degree in industrial mechanical technician. And
We're thrilled to have so many students assembled on our campus today. As you see behind me, all the hustle and bustle, all the students are talking, and later this afternoon during lunch they'll have an opportunity to sort of put some ideas together and brainstorm. And I think that opportunity for them to collaborate with each other is going to be some really valuable experience for them.
I really hope they get a faith in themselves and a faith in the future and an understanding that they have the power inside of them to think of these problems that really are important to solve and think of the amazing products that'll solve these problems. And I'm really rooting for them.
Yeah, I think it's for exposure for the kids, right? Exposure to the different ideas of taking your background in STEM and developing an entrepreneurial mindset with that. Exposure to actually working through an event. As you can see, they're having a working lunch where they're going through and coming up with an idea for a product, and then they're going to do sort of a Shark Tank style pitch of that product.
Welcome back inside the Ewing Activity Center. We are at halftime of the women's game today between Lorain County Community College and Sinclair. The women of Sinclair with a commanding lead, 56-16 at halftime. It has been all Sinclair in the opening 2 quarters. Claire Gary, you've got the stat sheet hot off the press. What jumps out at you?
The thing that jumps out at us, Ron, is the rebounds. Sinclair has almost tripled our rebounds with 32, and we have 13, and that's astounding for what we've seen. But with our rebounds, we've had Angel Blakely's leading the team with 5, and falling behind her is Sammy Shaw with 3, and just behind her with 1 is Sarah Kaiser with 2, and in tie with Carrie Carlson. But the other numbers that stand out against Sinclair is that they've scored just about 50% for their field goals, with 22 out of 45 shots made, and 48.9%. But against LC with 14.8% with their field goals for the first half, it's not looking too hot with what LC's got going so far. So what I think the girls should go in with going into the second half is a stronger mindset and aggressiveness, because you could see in some of the play that they weren't completely there during the first half, and just waking up and putting themselves back into this game is what they need. But also realizing that, yes, Sinclair is a very good team, and not to have the running game go against them with full court press.
Sinclair 23-3. Claire said they were very good. They are one of the top teams in the country, ranked 11th in Division II. That's Carrie Carlson. Shot does not reach the rim. Here comes Sinclair the other way. 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'1". That's the front 3 for Sinclair. Madison Connolly Banks had 8 in the opening half. She's got 10 so far in the afternoon. Claire, you mentioned the rebounding advantage by Sinclair as Blakely gets 2 offensive rebounds and then follows that up with her 12th point of the afternoon. On the season, Sinclair has been very good on the boards, and probably the biggest reason for that, as they're called for the 3-second violation, is their height. They are a Division II National Junior College team that goes 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'1". I do Division III NCAA basketball, women's basketball, and there would be every team in the UAA, the University Athletic Association, that would love to have a front line that goes 6 foot, 6 foot, 6'1". That's Sammy Shaw. Shaw with a 3. Only 3 players scored for the Commodores in that opening half, and they were Carlson, White, and Blakely. Angel had 12 points, and it's good to see Sammy Shaw on the scoreboard. Commodores playing this game without their second leading scorer, Hannah Olstrom. Olstrom's in warm-up, sitting on the bench, cheering on her teammates this afternoon. Hannah came down on somebody's foot in the Columbus State game, twisted her ankle. The training staff did not give her the okay to play today, so she is missing a basketball game, Claire, for the first time since she was a sophomore at Avon Lake High School. It's not something that she finds enjoyable, sitting on the bench watching her teammates play. And they'll miss her today for certain. Good defense, better ball movement for Sinclair. They set up that open look that was missed, but this is Conley Banks inside, and Madison Conley Banks has 12. Kaiser, Sarah with the soft little shot that rolled in and then popped out. Sinclair can get it up and down the floor quickly. That's LaQuell Jacobs. She's got 6. On the season, Sinclair averaging 86 points per game. This is Blakely with a nice spin. Here, James to LaQuell Jacobs. And you're right, Claire, this defense has to get back on those breaks because Sinclair is not wasting any time. They're grabbing the rebound, they're looking for an outlet pass immediately, and they're getting the ball down the floor. That's Blakely for a 3.
Well, and I think in addition with that, they're trying to make up for the points that they could have had in the first half. If we look at what the first half looked like against Sinclair, the first matchup away, they had 72 points against 19 against LC. And we ended off on that total with just 18 to 60. We had what I think was like 18 to 61 or 54, something around that area, where they were only up by so much, but not as big of a gap.
Ball movement from the inside to the outside. Blakely boxing out. Angel trying to grab another rebound, could not save it. Blakely on the season averaging 8 rebounds per game. She leads this team in reboundings. Olstrom, who's not playing, as I mentioned, is second on the team with 7. Grabbing rebounds today, you are really earning them, as traveling's called on Amanda Schroeder. Schroeder had 15 first half points, averages 26 on the season. Blakely and Carlson, Sammy Shaw, Glow Suter, and Jasmine White. This is Angel Blakely with a nice drive, drew the foul. She'll look for her 15th point at the free throw line. Angel Blakely. It's a good look at it. That first dribble, that crossover dribble by Angel with the slight head fake that accompanies it has been very effective for her this basketball season. She's good off the dribble, creating her own shot. Actually, one of the few on the team that I would say can create her own shot. Sammy Shaw's got great quickness. Just needs to grow her confidence in taking the ball to the basket. Good move on the post. Madison Conley Banks is 14.
And I think we saw a little bit of Sammy Shaw's confidence rise when she made that three-pointer right at the beginning of this quarter. And she just really needs to, you know, drive off of that and carry it throughout this second half.
Sub in for Sinclair. It's Alyssa Bowman. Bowman, a 5'9" freshman from Stebbins High School in Dayton. Carlson will shoot the three for the Commodores, and Carrie Carlson with her second long-range shot. She's got 6. The consistent stroke of Amanda Schroeder. 17 on the season. Schroeder averages 50% shooting from the field, 90% from the foul line, and she's 6'1". She can shoot it from any point on the floor. The steal leads to the break, and that's Nia Martin with the layup. Nia Martin has 12 points, 10 in the opening half off the bench. Blakely, shot was blocked. She got it back, missed it, made it, and she'll shoot a free throw. Here's a look. Claire, take us through that. Good strength here by Angel.
You can see the Sinclair girl just goes up right against her, but that doesn't stop Angel Blakely from creating her own shot right there.
So Angel Blakely, the sophomore from Clearview High School. Clearview just maybe 10, 15 minutes down the road here in Lorain from our campus in Elyria. Blakely with that free throw, she's got 17. Angel leads all scorers. The Sinclair offense, when they want to be, are hard to stop. Shot was missed. Foul will go on Sammy Shaw. Shooting free throws will be Alyssa Bowman. When I mentioned that they're hard to stop, Claire, 8 times this year, in 8 games, this Sinclair offense has scored over 100 points. This is Bowman at the foul line. The largest victory that they've had this year was nearly a 100-point win. They beat Hocking 130-33.
Speaking of Hocking, that's the next matchup against the Commodores. If they beat Hocking with this next game, which is a highly likely chance, unless Hocking can beat them by more than 53 points, they advance into the playoff game against Columbus State, where the girls were mentioning, and by the girls I mean Angel Blakely, Sammy Shaw, and Jasmine White, were mentioning that Dr. Vince Granito, was talking about how they could win if they were strategically playing efficiently and smart on the court against Columbus State to advance within the playoffs.
Whistle and a foul inside as play continues. Foul will go against Jasmine White. That's her second. And Claire, I think to your points or your scenario that you've described as Schroeder misses with an air ball, Suter grabs the rebound. It says a lot with how much this program's had advanced in just 1 year. 3 wins a year ago. Their 3rd win came in the very last game of the season in their 30th game. This year they've doubled that win total. They get 1 more victory. And because they're talking like they have an opportunity in the opening round game of the playoffs, speaks to their confidence and what they've been able to do. These games against Sinclair, against Cuyahoga Community College, against Owens, these Division II programs that are at a clear advantage from a recruiting standpoint, it's almost unfair to gauge where this program's at when they're playing these types of teams. It's better to take a look at it when they're playing the Division IIIs, the Southern States, the Columbus States, the Hocking Colleges, and against those teams this year, they have fared fairly well. Sometimes they've won, sometimes they've lost, but the games have always been close. And you know, today is obviously a completely different story as John Crooks calls his team over to talk to them. If you're just tuning in and you're wondering why John Crooks is coaching the game and Dr. Granito is not here, he is on assignment today. He's one of our leaders in our psychology department on campus, and Dr. Granito is off at a national conference. So Dr. Crooks, who is the director of our health, physical education, and recreation program, has taken over head coaching duties just for today. I know John was very excited about coaching the girls today. He's John has children that he's coached all through the youth leagues in Avon Lake. His trusty assistant today is our athletic director here at Lorain County Community College, Katie Marquardt. Katie, a two-time Olympian in speed skating. She'll be on Channel 3 tonight, actually, live at about 7:30. She's going to be on their Olympic Spotlight, Olympic Moment segment. We're going to have Katie on to talk about her Olympic experience in 2 Olympics. Jasmine White with the basketball. She'll throw up a shot off the glass. It almost went in. She smiles as she comes down the floor because that would have been a highlight reel shot. Quickly on the break, Kier James splits the defense, and she has 17. Just about 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Blakely with a crossover. That crossover dribble is a good friend of Angel Blakely. She has 21. Quickly down the floor, Schroeder with the layup.
And I think it's also unfair that, you know, Lorain County Community College has been going up teams against Sinclair, Owens, and all of these Division II teams straight in a row, and they haven't been able to get a breather and really see where their strengths and weaknesses are against teams in their division, such as Hocking and Columbus State.
Well, they certainly have been up against a gauntlet of top teams. Schroeder again. This time shot was missed, but looks are good, and Erin Evans scores off the rebound. She's got 8. Lorain County Community College won 3 of their first 5 games to start the season. That's Carlson with a long distance 3 that was missed, and Nard will bring it up for Sinclair. 3-point shot from the left-hander is good. Alyssa Bowman has 4 points in this second half. So the Commodores win 3 of their first 5, and then they went on a long losing streak. Right now, Claire, they've lost 7 games in a row, including 12 of their last 13. That last win was against the team that they'll play next. On the break, Schroeder will get the layup. 84 points on the board for Sinclair, and we're still a minute and a half left in this third quarter. That win, that last win for them, came against Hocking. They beat Hocking on January 20th. Steele in the backcourt. And Kier James with the layup. She's got 19. They beat Hocking 95-42 on January 20th. They'll play Hocking again on February 24th at Hocking College. Angel dribbled it off of her foot, and Schroeder goes the other way, gets it to go up over the front of the rim and drop in. Fouls on Sarah Kaiser. That's Sarah's first, and Schroeder will shoot free throws. This will be her first trip to the foul line this afternoon. She's got 23, averages 26 on the season.
And I think something that's really deteriorating the level of play with Lorain County Community College is just the height with their 3 forefront girls. It's crazy to see how they're just lofting this ball over their heads with passes and baskets and 3-pointers. It's amazing to see such tall girls doing such great work on the court.
Well, and you don't really get a break from it. Even, you know, they've taken Schroeder out of the game now with 24 points at the end of this third quarter, and they replaced her with Madison Conley Banks, who is a 6'1" sophomore. So they replace one big for another. That's Banks with a nice feed. And the recipient of that beautiful pass is Laquelle Jacobs. Jacobs has 10 points. 8 times this year, this Sinclair juggernaut of an offense has gone over the 100-point mark, and they're just 9 points away from that now, and we have not even yet reached the fourth quarter. This is Blakely with the basketball. Angel going to dribble that clock down. Good hands, defensive steal by Nia Martin. Martin the other way against Kaiser, laid it up, missed it, but Nia Martin with 3.3 seconds left in the third quarter will shoot 2 free throws. Nia Martin with 14 points. Carlson will dribble out the final seconds of the third quarter, and both teams will head to their bench. Commodores down 60. It's 93-33 after 3.
Lorain County Community College is more than a two-year college. LCCC and the University Partnership connect you to excellent job opportunities.
I'm learning what it takes to be successful in the real world.
I got the training I needed, an internship, and a great job.
Professors are passionate, experienced, and committed to our success.
I graduated from LCCC and quickly got a job in my field.
That's why we turned to LCCC. Graduates have the skills and training for today's jobs.
Lorain County Community College. Get started today.
Reminder that fans, please pick up your trash before you leave, and deposit your second by the door. Thank you.
Ten minutes left in this game. Commodores facing Sinclair. Sinclair looking for their 24th win in 27 games. They're 10-1 in Ohio Community College Athletic Conference play. They are tied for first in conference with Owens. Owens is 20-4 on the season. These two teams have played each other, Owens and Sinclair, and it's a game that Owens won, Claire, 63-42. So Owens beat this team by 21. Owens is ranked 5th in the country. Sinclair is ranked 11th. They will no doubt see each other again. Blakely and Carlson, Shaw, Glow Suter, and Jasmine White start the fourth and final quarter for the Commodores. Lorain County Community College looking for a seam in that defense, cannot find it. Sinclair is going to come up the other way.
There was good ball movement right there with Carlson and Blakely and Shaw all in one.
Spot up open three, missed. Ball's kept alive by the 6'1" Madison Conley Banks. She'll shoot free throws. Fouls on Glow Suter. That is her second. Madison Conley Banks, 70% from the foul line this season, yet to shoot a free throw this afternoon. Madison had 8 points in that opening half. She has matched the 8 here in the second half. She's got 16, averages 9 on the season. Angel Blakely tucked it like a football, laid it off the glass. She's got 23. Quickly down the floor. The basket and the foul. Foul's going to go against Jasmine White.
Fouls on Jasmine White, that's her fourth.
Alyssa Bowman got the basket. She's got 6. She'll look for her 7th point at the free throw line. Nia Martin will take a seat. Kiera James checks back in. James is back in with 19 points. Rebound inside off the miss. Double teamed by Suter and White. Madison Conley Banks will shoot a free throw. Basket will count. She's got 18.
Fouls on Gloria Souter, her third, team third.
Fouls on Glow Suter. That is her third, second in the last 2 possessions.
Amanda Schrader. Elisa Beal into the game for the Cardinals. Madison Conley Banks shooting the end one.
Even 20 for Madison Conley Banks. She's got 20. Amanda Schroeder's got 24. And Kier James is 19, so they are just a point away by James to having 3 girls with 20 or more points. Blakely with the drive. Angel missed the left-handed layup. Angel's had a great game. She's got 23. On the break, Sinclair with a fast break, up 65. Threw it out of bounds.
Someone from Sinclair that we haven't seen a lot of action from today is Aaron Evans. Aaron Evans is a sophomore and is the #2 scorer on the team with 11 points, 2 points per game, and is the top rebounder with 10.8 rebounds per game.
Here comes Sinclair quickly the other way. That's Schroeder, right side, working against White. Goes by Jasmine and scores. Amanda Schroeder with her season average, she's got 26. 8 minutes left. Last time these two teams played, it was very similar to this game. 119-38 was the final score as Schroeder grabs the rebound. Here comes James with it the other way. Kier James with a nice crossover. She'll lay it up, missed the shot. Schroeder gets the rebound. Jasmine White fights for it with James, and the ball will go off Kier James. In that game, Sinclair shot the ball 92 times. And what does that mean? Well, it means they shot it 33 more times than the Commodores did. They get the ball, get up the floor, and shoot it quickly. They like to shoot. They've had 4 games this season that they've shot the ball over 90 times in a game. They've had 9 games this season that they've shot it over 80 times. So getting that ball out on the break and not wasting any time on the shot clock is part of who they are as a team. This is Blakely with it. Try to get it inside to Kaiser. Ball is grabbed by Kier James. Comes James quickly, draws the defense, kicks it off to a wide open teammate. And Maya-Lisa Beal with her first basket of the afternoon. Blakely with the crossover. Going to force up a shot off the glass, off the rim, and it dropped. Blakely's got 25.
It's nice to see Blakely still having her head in the game and still creating her own shots and being aggressive against the defense.
3 by James. Kier James with 22. Commodores playing with just 6 players today. Kayla Tuck is out with the flu. Hannah Olstrom is out with an ankle injury. They miss them both because Tuck's 5'10", and they're facing a team that goes 6 foot, 6'1" across their front 3. That's Schroeder again. She's one of the 6-footers. She's got 28. And of course they miss Hannah Olstrom because Hannah kind of does it all for this team. She leads the team in 3-point scoring. She's got 74 on the season. Claire, if she gets one more 3-pointer, say in that game against Hocking on the 24th, as Blakely's going to shoot free throws, she is the school's all-time single-season record holder in 3-pointers made with 75. Scores 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. She's got 49 steals. They don't have her today, and they don't have Tuck today.
Something to point out about Angel Blakely as she's shooting right now is that she's leading the team with how many points she scored as an individual for a whole game. She had 23 last game, and that was the record, but now she's at 26 and counting if she makes this next free throw.
Blakely with 26. 8 points over her season average. As Claire pointed out earlier, even though today is not a day that the Commodores will want to remember, they've got an opportunity coming up on the 24th at Hocking College. If they can knock off Hocking, they'll finish above Hocking in the conference standings. They'll qualify for the Division III National Junior College Regional Tournament, and they'll play Columbus State just south of Columbus at a school called Ohio Christian on March 3rd. So a win on the 24th next week, and this team gets to continue to play basketball this winter. They make the NJCAA Region 12 Division III tournament. So certainly have something to play for, especially since they knocked off Hocking the last time they played them here at Lorain County Community College, 95-42. And Claire pointed out, since they've got that victory by 53, Hocking would have to not only beat Lorain County Community College, but beat them by more than 53 points to then jump them and take their spot in the postseason tournament. Blakely makes them both. She's got 29. Bank shot by Martin off the glass, a three-pointer. Quickly in the shot clock, she's got 17 points. We're going to take this opportunity to introduce you to Sarah Kaiser. We were able to sit down with a handful of the girls before the season started and just kind of have a little fun talking to them about, well, just a little bit of everything. So here's a very quick look at Sarah Kaiser.
My favorite part about basketball is my teammates. The word teammate means to me, it means sticking together. I chose Lorain County Community College because they have my program and I got a scholarship. I hope to work with athletes. The thing I like about LC is it's small and the atmosphere is friendly. One characteristic about Coach is his umbrellas always match his sweater.
There's Sarah, one of the 6 Commodores in uniform this afternoon. They have fighting the flu and injury bug. Sarah works here in the athletic department too, besides going to school and playing basketball. She oftentimes is at that front desk, the front desk to the fitness facility, always with a smile on her face. 4.5 minutes left. Schroeder will shoot the three, missed it. Blakely trying to chase it down, and the ball will go Commodore's way. So up next for Lorain County Community College is that matchup at Hocking. That game will be played on February 24th.
And like you mentioned earlier, Ron, it's the opportunities that you have to look at. And I think the team knew coming into this game it would be a really tough one, and they were keeping their hopes up and their sights on winning against Hocking in order to advance in the playoffs, which I know that was a team goal after talking to Coach Granito multiple times and the girls, understanding that they have a chance at this, and since they're surpassing their 3 wins from last season and they're looking for 6 against Hocking, it's one of those things that they've been working towards.
Angel Blakely is having an offensive showcase this afternoon. With her scoring mate Olstrom hurt, Blakely has really had to pick up the slack, and she's certainly done that today as Schroeder scores easily inside. She's now got 30 points. She's got 30. Blakely has 31. So all that's left to decide is who will score more, Angel Blakely or Amanda Schroeder. Schroeder will stay in the game. She's in with Aaron Evans. Actually, Evans is not in. It's Madison Connolly Banks. So they're 6-footer and they're 6'1" post players. Anchor the middle. And the Commodores trying to finish strong in the last 3.5 minutes. That's Blakely with a step back. Spot up 3 is good by the left-hander. That's Alyssa Bowman. She's got 9, all in the second half, all mostly in the end of the third quarter and the first half of this fourth quarter. The most points that Sinclair has scored this year is 130. They beat Hocking by 97 points. They won 130-33. So they are approaching that 130 mark. They beat Lorain County Community College 119-38 the last time they played. So they've already scored more today than they did in that first game of the season in early January.
Well, Jacobs, Alyssa Beal, Aaron Evans in the game for the Cardinals. Well, Jacobs.
Blakely huddles it again, holds it like a football, missed the shot. Angel might have tweaked an ankle herself. She is still down on the defensive end of the floor. Carlson spots her now, throws the long football pass, and boy, look at that hustle. Great hustle by LaQuell Jacobs. Chased that ball down, tipped it, kept it alive, and then kept it from going out of bounds. 2:09 left. Carrie Carlson gets a screen from Sarah Kaiser. Carlson had a good look. Shot was a little short. That one is not. LaQuell Jacobs with 13. Steele. Sinclair on the break. Pass ahead to Nard. And Kiara Nard has her 4th point. John Crooks wants a timeout. We're going to take this opportunity to introduce you to Sammy Shaw and another one of our player profiles. Sammy's leads this team in block shots this year with 20. So let's take a quick and fun look at Sammy Shaw.
My favorite part about basketball is getting the chance to be competitive with my teammates. I chose Lorain County Community College because it was convenient and I had the program that I wanted to do. One day I hope to become a physical therapist assistant. Being a teammate to me means having someone's back. So one thing I like about my coach is that me and the rest of the girls think he waxes his head.
#21 is Sammy Shaw. She's back on the floor for the final 68 seconds of this game, along with Kaiser and Jasmine White, Carrie Carlson, and then this is Glo Suter with the basketball. Suter met at half court by Nard. The men are standing next to Claire and I now. They will warm up here very shortly as the men's game will start at approximately 3 o'clock. Men trying to win their 21st game of the season. They're 20-5 on the year. They're ranked number 9 in the country. Whistle on the shot clock violation. Blakely's now out of the game, and they're working on that that calf, hamstring, ankle, that whole left leg of hers. I don't know if she just cramped up or if she twisted that ankle. Certainly going to need her on the 24th against Hocking. Shot at the foul line won't go in. Rebound follow will. And the 130th point scored by Madison Conley Banks. Conley Banks is 22. 130 equals the largest number of points that they have scored this year. Sinclair, they scored 130 against Hocking College when they beat Hocking by nearly 100. They're going to go over 132 on this steal and fast break. Game clock is over, and so is this basketball game. 132-44. Sinclair beats Lorain County Community College. The Commodores drop to 5-21 on the season. Sinclair improves to 24-3 overall. They are 12-1 in conference play. They are tied for first place in the Ohio Community College Athletic Conference. They're the 11th ranked team in the country in Division II. That's it pretty much for this women's basketball game. The men are next. Claire, hopefully we get to see you on March 3rd. If the women can knock off Hocking and then win that first tournament game against Columbus State, we'll be back. But if not, it's been our pleasure having you join our broadcast this year.
Well, thank you, Ron. I really enjoyed broadcasting these girls, and hopefully I'll be back March 3rd. If not, I really enjoyed this, and it was a great learning opportunity for me to learn basketball and to get to know this team and watch not only myself grow, but the team grow as well.
If we don't see Claire on March 3rd, she'll be off to Ohio University in the fall to study broadcast journalism at the Scripps School of Journalism, and we wish her all the good luck in the world. She did a great job for us this women's basketball season here at Lorain County Community College. We want to remind you, you're watching YouTube Live on the LCCC channel. The men are warming up. Their game will start in about 30 minutes. We'll be back with that just before tip-off.
Thanks for watching Commodore Basketball.